It's the Krisha and Frank Show Thanksgiving Special with your hosts Krisha Brooke and Frank Murphy. Plus, special guests Santa Claus, Artie Rocket, Timmy Rocket, and Charlie Rocket. Featuring baking soda and vinegar, hand-traced turkeys, Jerry's pumpkin chocolate chip cookies, and a parade of helium balloons. I'm your announcer, Jay Fox, the Fox that rocks. Here are the stars of the show, Krisha and Frank.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Hi.
I was not intending to see on Instagram, it said suggested reels, and it was the neck-cracking chiropractic reel, and I'm like, I don't know, but I just saw it.
Yeah, you did.
So there you go. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
It's the Krisha and Frank Show.
That's us.
So we starved you. We starved you on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so that you could feast with us today.
And boy, do we have a show.
It's like multiple shows. It's like 4 shows.
Yeah.
Well, 3.5. Maybe 2. But it's a lot.
It's an extravaganza.
In fact, it's so busy that we had to make a list of the things.
It's front and back.
Please do explain the Thanksgiving special.
The Thanksgiving special.
Because it was really your idea, and I was so in love with it that I think I helped.
So you did. We're going to do, 4 segments of happy goodness. We're going to talk some Thanksgiving memories, regale you with stories of our past. Hopefully Frank has some stories.
I have a lot of stories. I think that's part of the problem with this podcast is I have too many.
No.
I'm never going to run out. We have a special celebrity greeting.
We have a special celebrity greeting. We have some family greetings. We're also going to do some Thanksgiving crafts.
This is important because, with all of us stuck at home, who is going to make the hand turkeys if you don't do it yourself? And I've never made one that I recall.
Really?
Oh, I don't think they had hands when I was in kindergarten.
Probably
or maybe
not.
They didn't have turkeys. Or something was lacking.
Yeah.
They probably did. I just,
Yeah.
I don't remember.
So we're going to make some hand turkeys. We're going to blow up some balloons.
We have to
in a
because,
different way.
Yeah, well, you know what? When you talk about the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, you never say blow up.
No?
You're not allowed to. You can
Inflate?
Yes, that is the correct term. If you're in the marketing department or the public relations or whatever, it's always the balloons are inflated the night before. And I have a story about going to that. I'll tell you about that. But they don't like to say that people blow up their balloons.
Right.
And they also don't seem to understand. Most people don't seem to understand the difference between parades and balloons and floats.
Really?
You've been in enough parades that you probably know
I do.
that a float is on wheels and it appears to float down the street.
Correct.
A balloon flies in the air.
Floats.
Well, they fly.
Right. But it also...
Technically.
Technically. So we may have a parade.
That'd be nice. We could get some All-Star Macy's type characters.
Yeah.
That'd be
Because they're not doing it this year.
Well, they kind of are. Next door neighbor Nancy used to, for the past several years anyway, fly to New York and be in the Thanksgiving parade.
Really?
Next door neighbor Nancy would, and she's got...
Nancy.
Yes, she's got the badges and the paperwork and the certificates, and she would be a clown, and she would tell us. I would get a text usually every year on Thanksgiving morning around 6 in, and she would tell me what she was dressed as, because sometimes they don't know too far in advance. She said, I'll be a clown, and I'll be dancing alongside the Diana Ross float.
I want to do this.
Nancy's got an in.
I didn't know you could.
Nancy has an in with some Macy's employee somewhere.
I want to go. I want to do it.
All right. Well, Nancy's one of our viewers. So, Nancy, in fact, we could do it as a bit if you don't mind. I mean, we could both go.
Let's go.
All right. Not this year.
No.
But what they're going to do is instead of having a parade, Nancy can't go. They're just going to have like a block party, and they're going to take the balloons and the floats, and Dolly Parton is on the float.
Our next president.
Right. So you could watch, I'm assuming you could watch our show at 6 a.m. and then watch the parade at 9 a.m., but whatever.
The good stuff typically happens around 9:30 to 11.
Except nothing's typical this year.
Right.
They pre-recorded Hamilton cast doing a number.
know.
They pre-recorded these other things. But Dolly's going to be on the Cracker Barrel float.
Yeah, of course. That's where you can get her new album.
What?
I don't mean to do a commercial for Dolly, but that's where you can get her new album. Like, you can stream it.
Is it on vinyl?
They have it on vinyl
All right,
and CDs.
Then, going back to Nancy for a second, her Facebook, Twitter, whatever post the other day was a picture of a vinyl Dolly Parton album, and Nancy put, "I treated myself. Happy Christmas."
Yeah.
So
you can get it at Cracker Barrel.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't been
totally
to Cracker
can.
Barrel in a bit,
I haven't either.
but you know this.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
But we're going to do crafts. We're going to make a mess, inflating some balloons.
Yes.
And then...
So you can do it at home with the kids, too.
Yeah.
You've got, if you have balloons, really, you probably have everything you need at that
Or if you
point.
have gloves. Gloves work, too.
Did you bring any gloves?
I didn't bring gloves.
I wonder if Jerry has any gloves.
I might have some in my car. Anyway, because I fancy myself a little medical on the side. But we're also going to have some foods.
Jerry cooked for us.
She did.
She actually yesterday was motivated to prepare some cookies with pumpkin in them.
They're right over there, and I keep looking at them
Let's
because
pretend
they
they're
look
not made
delicious.
yet because I have a video showing them being made, and then we're supposed to magically bring them out at the end.
Oops.
Like, oh look, they just came out of the oven.
Wow. And then like our final segment is it's gonna be a doozy.
Yep, we're gonna have it's a family holiday, right? You want to celebrate with your family and give thanks. And I said in the promo that ran yesterday that I hoped that I would remember to tell you something, and as soon as it comes back to me, I will absolutely say it.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
No, it's that I'm thankful to you for this show.
I am thankful to you for this show.
That really is a big thing. And my family is thankful to you for keeping me busy with this show because I think I was getting annoying. Now I'm annoying because I work too much on the show.
Getting annoying.
First, I was annoying because I was working on the show, not doing anything.
Yeah.
Now I'm annoying because I work too much on the podcast. But as you can tell, from behind the scenes that they're all doing everything to back us up. Jerry's baking things and getting the
I'm
house
very
ready.
thankful for them as well.
Yeah.
Their support and love and help. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's really awesome. So thank you.
So if you were to give a Thanksgiving memory, is it something where you can remember going back to your earliest? Because I have some very, very early Thanksgiving memories.
I don't particularly. We always did very interesting Thanksgivings because my mom had two older sisters that are 14 and 18 years older than her.
Wow.
And they all had, my cousins were almost my parents' age. My youngest cousin is 12 years older than me.
So it feels like they're an aunt or uncle rather than a cousin.
Correct.
Yeah.
And so we would always get together with my mom's family, and that's what I remember are those Thanksgiving. My dad's family was always just my my granny, my dad, my Uncle Steve, and we would all just eat and sit,
And Mom's family was the funeral home family.
Correct.
So that could have gotten weird on Thanksgiving because someone always dies.
There were times.
I mean, it's sad, but that's the thing about holidays is a lot of older people, they want to hang on to the holiday, or something bad happens, like you choke on a turkey.
Right. And so my mom's family's Thanksgiving was always like a day event. Like you would get there 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning. Everybody was hands-on cooking. Everybody was doing stuff. My cousins were in the driveway drinking Busch beer. And that's the first beer I ever drank.
How old were
was
you?
11.
How old was the beer?
I mean, but they they're hunt and gathering kind of family. And the first beer I ever took a sip of was sitting in the driveway. And then as I got older and got to be a teenager, like that's where I wanted to hang out.
I have no criticism here, because my family, I come from a long line of heavy drinkers. Right. So there's stories about, I think maybe it might have been my first birthday or somewhere in that age range when everyone's visiting. And I was old enough to walk around and take the maraschino cherries
out of drinks
from everyone's and eat them and get hammered as a toddler.
Dear Lord.
On maraschino cherries. And, of course, later in life, I learned, I knew how to help with the...
This is bugging me. I'm sorry. Look up.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate that. My wife usually does that when I'm on TV. She's like, she says, I'm always...
You're always just a little askew.
Yeah.
But
Thank
you're
you.
good.
Thank you,
good
Jerry.
now.
So now you can rewind to the beginning and watch over. but that was always a thing, the heavy drinking in the house. And I mostly associate growing up in New York with the parade. One of my earliest memories, the year I didn't go to the parade. And my father took my sister Alicia, and we watched on TV, and I kept thinking, I probably should have gone. I don't know why I didn't go. I just wanted to stay home and watch Captain Kangaroo, and he's not even on because the parade's on. So, and that was before we moved into our house, and I was 4 and a half when we moved into the house.
Oh, wow.
So it clearly was, somewhere in that age range.
Apparently very traumatizing.
Yeah, and then we also my mom would often host the family Thanksgiving. So it was the parade in the morning, and then the big family Thanksgiving in the afternoon. And I would want to put on a magic show.
Oh, yeah.
And I would want an audience, and I would want attention. So I would learn a new magic trick for Thanksgiving, including one that took quite a bit of...
Remember.
What?
I just remember my brother and I did a skit called Big Chief Do It in His Pants.
See? The kid, yes. My Jerry's family
It was about an Indian chief who pooped his pants.
Well, I think we got that already from the name. I think it was self-explanatory.
That stuff. I'm sorry.
But you know what I'm saying? You want to put on a show, right?
Yeah.
That's how you know that it's in your blood when the family is coming over and the only thing you want is all eyes on you.
Oh, yeah.
And you want to be in the front. So I taught myself one year a trick that involved cracking eggs, getting a hat from an audience member. So Grandpa was the only one to wear a hat. And then cracking eggs into the hat and pouring flour into the hat and presto changeo, and out come, well, it was supposed to be cupcakes, but we didn't have cupcakes, so I had to produce the dinner rolls for Thanksgiving dinner. And I remember that was one of my happiest...
And you didn't ruin Grandpa's hat?
No. Because when you know how the trick is done, yes, there's a way to do all of those things and make baked rolls come out of the hat instead of
the goop
egg. Instead of egg yolk and flour and water or whatever else you've put in there.
That's awesome. Yeah. We but honestly with my kids was making orange cinnamon rolls and watching the parade, and we would just shout through the house, "The parade is on!" And halfway through, the kids would get bored, and then we would just sit there and watch the musicals.
When the end, Santa.
Oh, I mean, when they were younger. But, 8 or 9, they were just like...
Well, I'll tell you what. We'll mention Steve's tree service. Now, we're going to come back right after we talk about Steve's. We have a celebrity greeting.
We do.
From the North Pole himself. Itself. The main man.
From the North Pole itself.
From the North Pole Press. How about that? We got with the main man, Santa. I'm just going to give it away. But we'll talk about... Steve's Tree Service briefly to tell you that they will take care of you. If you have, there's a lot of people this time of year getting their trees worked on, I noticed.
It's a good time. When the leaves fall off, you can see that there's some rot or they're dead or maybe they're leaning too far over the house. And it's a really good time to do it. And Steve's is who you should call. They serve, all of the counties in East Tennessee.
Absolutely right. And they'll do a fine job. They'll clean up for you. And you're not going to be taken by surprise. They'll come out, Renee or Steve themselves will come out and meet with you and go over exactly what the job entails, like they did with me, because I was really worried about if the tree's hanging over the house, or in my case, the pool cover or whatever. Like, no, that we have a way of taking that down, defying gravity, which I'm sure we've seen someone sing at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
It's all I can sing for the rights.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But then tying off the boughs and the branches and making them swing the way they want them to swing.
Yeah.
It's exciting to watch.
It's super fun.
With the tree climber guy who's up there.
And they have tree climbers, so they don't have a giant truck that they're going to back up through your yard and do all that. They have someone that actually will climb the tree, knows what they're doing.
There's more control, I believe. Because I saw it with my own eyes. This guy was very precise, and he's like almost like an Indiana Jones type guy with these big knives and saws on his belt, and he would pull out the appropriate one.
And just... Steve's Tree Service, and we are very thankful for them. You can find them on Facebook, Steve's Tree Service. They're the one in Knoxville.
5-star rating. Or call them at 865-257-6214. And if I could learn to read backwards, 865-257.
It's okay.
6214.
It's a skill. All right.
It's time to visit the North Pole. Hey, everybody, here's Santa.
Well, Frank and Krisha, I'll tell you, as busy as we are up here, I couldn't let the time go by without wishing you both a very happy, blessed, and safe Thanksgiving this year. Now, Frank, I know you're going to Virginia, but be careful. And, of course, to all your podcast listeners, God bless you all, and happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And don't forget, Now you can talk to me directly. All you have to do is go to Jingle Ring and enter a particular code to get me personally, and that's Jingle with a capital J, 301, no space. So contact me and we'll have a wonderful chat with you and your family, and we'll kick the Christmas season off right. So happy Thanksgiving, everybody. God bless.
And now, back to the Krisha and Frank Show Thanksgiving Special. Here are your hosts, Krisha and Frank.
Well, that's part of Thanksgiving. At some point, you're going to want to go outside and play football or...
Dude, that was always the thing. You got to play some football. I had to put my hair up because I don't know what's ready to happen.
Oh, I'm going to explode things is what I'm actually going to do. We're going to make a chemical reaction and make gas.
Okay.
How do you feel about making some gas? You see? Look at you. You're making gas right already. Not that kind of gas. Jerry's going to be mad that I didn't blow the leaves off
you're fine.
The deck.
Come on, who cares?
All right.
You're in Virginia.
What I have are some empty water bottles. Mm-hmm. And you brought balloons.
Some balloons, and they were $25 for $1.
So what we can do is, since there is the Macy's parade is not the same this year,
right?
We're going to pretend that we're going to make some, have balloon characters. So,
some...
like, I could do a big bird.
I brought you a marker.
Okay.
Okay, but if you do that and you get spit on it, you got to put stuff in it, and so now your stuff's going to get all spitty.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I can't use this one anymore?
No, I got you another one.
All right. I was just trying to stretch it the way you were.
You got to put 2 fingers there.
I don't know about this part. Is that how you do it? I don't like the. Anyway, I'm just trying to...
Oh, this marker. Oh, that's not good.
Well, it's going to be funny when it gets bigger, I hope.
Okay, well, we'll see.
Dr. Al-Hazari has a bit where you put your fingerprint on a
Oh,
balloon,
that's kind of cool.
and then you expand, you inflate the balloon, and you get to see your fingerprint in much greater detail. It enlarges your fingerprint.
Okay, so what do we need for our
I was going to draw a big bird's face on this, so that when it inflates, you'll see, like with lifelike realism, the big bird balloon.
So as you're drawing, tell us what ingredients we need for our science experiment.
Well, we're going to need baking soda and vinegar, a bottle and a balloon. So there's four things. So we have the bottles, we have the balloons, and the way I saw it done, I got to give a shout out to Becca Sweet at Channel 10 because I saw her do this.
Oh, cool!
And
we're just ripping off somebody.
No, I don't know what the story is, but she sent me a Facebook friend request, even though I barely met her.
Right.
And so I said, "Oh, sure," because she's on TV, and. But I find everything she posts interesting.
Yeah.
So I'm glad, and I hope to maybe work with her someday.
We could use a funnel, but we're gonna put the baking soda.
Do you want a funnel?
I mean, I've got it.
Actually, you have your.
But you could use a funnel, and we're gonna put how much baking soda in the balloon?
I plan on putting too much in.
Okay.
Because I want to have a big reaction.
Oh dear.
All right. So there.
Okay.
We've
so baking soda is in balloon.
Sodaed your bottle. Balloon. Would you soda my balloon?
I will soda your balloon. All right, here we go.
All right.
Got it?
So there we go.
Okay.
This kind of reminds me of the magic trick I did to mess with Grandpa.
Baking soda in the balloon, and now what?
Now,
we need our funnel.
Yes, but the next step is to set the balloon aside for a moment. And take your bottle. And now we're going to vinegar into the bottle.
Okay.
All right. So.
Oh God.
What?
There's a lot of vinegar.
It came out a little faster than I anticipated.
Okay.
All right. Now vinegar me.
Okay.
Or funnel me.
It smells like
vinegar.
I'm not gonna say what it smells like.
It smells like vinegar.
If you're a woman, you know what this smells like.
Okay. Well, so we're healthy and clean.
Oh,
we're hygienic. Vinegar and baking soda.
All right.
I better close this baking. How many are we going to do?
I don't know.
Are we just going to do the 2?
Let's see what happens.
Sorry, I'm going to get it.
Should we? I feel like
like we should put some things away.
I feel like
I don't know.
I'm unsure at this point.
Well, like the punchline of the classic joke, stand back, I don't know how big this thing's going to get.
Okay, so
now what we have to do is take your fantastic balloon, and very carefully, we're just going to put it over the bottle.
Okay.
Now, so far, you've made
so
a good seal, right?
Good seal.
Not a loose seal,
No.
but a tight seal.
As I was falling asleep last night, I was actually, for some reason, thinking about how weird a seal is.
They are odd animals.
They're very weird looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like these little. It's weird. They're weird. They're weird looking.
All right.
I don't know why.
So now what we're going to do is we'll clear a space.
Uh-huh.
And we're going to dump the baking soda into the vinegar. It'll create a chemical reaction, creating a gas. The balloon will trap the gas, and we will see our lifelike portrayals of Big Bird and Pinky the...
I tried to draw
looks
Peppa
like
Pig.
It's a whoopee cushion is what it looks like to me.
I tried to draw Peppa Pig.
All
Okay,
right.
are we doing this?
Ready? So here we go. So give it a dump.
Oh, God. I'm so scared.
I think we're going to be fine.
We're doing the right thing?
I think I put more in yours.
I think you did. Oh, cool. I got scared, but now I'm not.
Okay, so does it look like Big Bird? Not really, it's kind of
Does
faded.
it look like Peppa Pig?
Yes, looks exactly like Peppa Pig. I think Krisha's the winner.
I won.
I think also I could have given my balloon a little more neck, but... So there you go. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And now...
That's kind of neat.
We can have a parade.
Okay.
So he'll just kind of walk around.
Cheers.
Oh, and the balloons are flying high!
Oh, I've got more baking soda happening here. That's really fun.
Oh, I have more baking soda, too.
Woo. Oh, I like that. Okay.
Let's see if I shake it up. Then we have it. Well, anyway, all right, so now...
Happy Thanksgiving. Oh, this is a cool decoration. You could decorate the bottles.
We should have had neighbor Nancy come over and show her that we can be balloon handlers.
Right.
Here.
It's windy. Okay.
I'm going to get back on my quick side. You can't end the segment.
Here we go. Right, so yeah, do that. That's cool.
All right.
Okay.
So now we have more Thanksgiving crafts,
More
I believe,
crafty
right?
crafts,
Is that
yeah.
enough? Are you satisfied, I guess?
I'm satisfied.
So we have a whole bag of balloons.
I'm satisfied.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. See you inside.
See? They last quite a while.
They do.
It's been minutes.
It has been minutes.
I think they do actually last for a couple of hours. This is what I saw on the TV when that Rebecca was doing the bit.
Well, now that we have the proper ratio.
At the Muse Children's Museum.
Yeah.
Yeah, really the only thing you're going to want to remember is the outtakes when we learned the hard way.
We may need to, let's set these.
Oh yeah, back here.
Yeah.
Because we'll have to have them in the parade later.
Right. Careful. So we're going to make hand turkeys.
It is the Krisha and Frank show, by the way.
Yeah.
And, I know we're kind of somewhere in the middle of the show. I hope you'll keep in mind that you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. And please do like or subscribe to our YouTube channel. You know, we're getting in the 400 range.
Oh, yeah.
So
please subscribe.
We need to get over 1,000 is an important goal for YouTubers, as you probably know from.
And we hope that you'll stick around in this show because we have some surprises.
Yeah.
We have some good stuff.
We have visits from family members, and we have food that Jerry has prepared for us.
And we're going to have our very own parade.
And this is still the crafting section. And I'm reminded of, this is my wooden turkey, and I don't remember how I got it. I'm assuming that Jerry made it, like, see how she made this?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's beautiful.
This pumpkin-y thing. Now I don't know how to get it back there.
It's okay.
All right, anyway. She made that at work on, like, staff retreat day. I think a few years ago they made these turkeys on a similar thing. And may I borrow your phone for a second?
Sure.
What I use it for is when I'm FaceTiming with the kids.
Oh, look at that.
Is I just put it's my turkey
That's so
phone
fancy.
holder.
Turkey phone.
Or I can do
Does
that.
Does it ring like this?
How did you know?
I knew.
That's the ringtone I have for you.
Oh, of course.
So you should try calling yourself.
I should.
Just so you can hear it.
What color turkey would you like?
Oh, wow. Well,
We've got
what would be a good Thanksgiving color?
yellow, blue,
Turkeys are kind of
brown.
well brown. They can be so colorful with the red feathers and the wattle and the snood.
Well, I've got crayons too, so you can color your turkey.
Jerry did research on turkeys for her job because her boss's name is Jake.
Pick a color while we talk. Okay. What do you want? Blue?
I'll take blue.
And bring out your eyes.
So Jerry's boss is named Jake. And they had a staff meeting, and Jerry had found out that a young male turkey is called a Jake.
Aww.
And a young female turkey, do you know what they're called?
No.
A Jenny.
Jake and Jenny.
Which makes sense now to me, because I had never in my life thought about the term Jenny-O turkeys.
Right, but that makes sense. Are they all female? Okay, do you want me to trace your hand?
Well, I can trace.
So you gotta
wait. Do you trace your own, or do you trace someone else's?
But you got to position it so you got where you want your thumb is going to be your turkey's
So
head.
I don't do it portrait. I do it landscape.
Well, however you want it. But see how you position your hand
Wait, you
on
did it.
the page.
Oh, I see. So I'm dominant right hand, so I should trace my left hand.
Right, but you gotta. So I'm.
And my turkey will be married because I have a ring.
I'm going to put my hand like this, so my turkey's head is down here.
And so if I wanted him to be drinking rainwater and drown, I would put him this way?
Right.
Okay.
So hang on. Let's see. And you just trace your
And
hand.
do I use a crayon or a marker?
I'm going to use a marker to trace and a crayon to color.
Get on your skin, though?
Well, see, I'm making a big turkey. I'm tracing my hand.
That was going to be the name of our show.
Big.
But we... Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's pretty
good.
That's
my beginnings of my turkey.
That's pretty good. All right.
Thanks.
But he's only got 4. You don't...
But you can color in more.
I see. Oh, 4 and then 5. Okay.
Right.
All right. So
that's how hands work.
I don't know why it looked to me like a cartoon character hand and not a real hand.
Oh, smell. Crayon smell. I love crayons. But yeah, I can't believe you never did this in kindergarten. Like, this is the deal.
Well, when Laura Ingalls Wilder was my classmate, we didn't have free time. We were too busy learning the importance of reading, writing, and counting.
Once you trace your hand, you just color it however you want your turkey to be.
All righty.
Okay?
All right.
Oh, my goodness.
So anyway, the other things that Jerry learned about turkeys when she was researching the fact that her boss is named after a male, a Jake, was that... it just went out of my head for a second. Oh, the wattle and the snood is what it is.
Right.
Do you know the difference?
I do not.
Well, the wattle goes under the neck of the turkey. And the snood hangs over his beak.
Okay.
So the snood is like at the top, and the wattle hangs down.
Okay.
Don't look at me for realism, because I am not...
Do you guys like have a specific menu that you've always followed for your family Thanksgivings, like you and Jerry and the kids?
Well, I mean, there's always been turkey is kind of the thing. I mean, some families are into ham.
We always did both.
And Granny loves ham. Granny Bohannon.
Granny
told me
loves
that
her
many
honey
times. My sister ordered a half a ham and a turkey for this year. So there's there's ham and turkey are traditional, but us it was turkey and stuffing to a point where we got to the point where it was easier to make it outside the bird, which makes it dressing.
Right.
Inside the bird it's stuffing, but that just gets thrown away now.
Right.
And we would do different tricks. We used to brine the turkey for a few years in a row. My mother always laid a piece of bacon over the turkey. One of the best stuffings we ever had, or dressings we ever had, was kind of a combination. My mother-in-law used to put hamburger meat in her stuffing, a little bit of hamburger meat. And it gave it a little extra niceness and moisture. And one year I thought, being a southerner now, that it would be interesting to try putting pork barbecue in the stuffing.
Oh, man.
Pulled pork.
Oh, man. I'm down with that.
Holy cow. It is amazing.
That sounds so good. I'm hungry right now.
Well, I've got some snacks.
We'll have some soon. Do you have a favorite side?
Yes, but it's really hard to make, so we rarely have it.
What do you like?
Jerry used to have a recipe when we lived in California. Jerry would get one of these, what she called a sugar pumpkin, which is a smaller pumpkin. It's probably almost like about the size of this fake wooden one, maybe about a little higher. So about this circumference, but a little taller. And she would cook rice in it.
Oh.
And man, I was looking at memories that popped up on Google Photos, and I have several photos over the years of the rice pumpkin, and I remember loving that.
That sounds good.
And then somewhere along the way, we learned a recipe from some friends here in Knoxville, the Kulikowskis.
Mm-hmm.
They did, they call it snow-capped broccoli, I think.
Ooh.
So that my son, Frank Jr., has kind of made that into a specialty of his own, where you make a meringue out of egg whites, and you put it on top of the broccoli. And it's very, very good. And then another fave would be with the Brussels sprouts. I used to hate Brussels sprouts, but if you roast them in such a way with
I love Brussels
with some honey, and some little bacon bits,
that becomes like dessert.
yeah, it's very good. And the thing about the honey, one year we were making it, or one time, we don't just make it at Thanksgiving, we make it whenever we feel like it. We had run out of honey. So I said, well, what if we just used maple syrup? We always seem to have maple syrup. And not imitation cheapo, sugar water maple syrup, but actual Vermont maple syrup. And that seemed to do just fine in terms of the
sweetening.
Yeah, just add the sticky and the sweet and all the things that it needed.
I know a lot of people have macaroni and cheese on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I don't get
I'm
that.
not a macaroni and cheese person. I love mashed potatoes. My mom made the best mashed potatoes, and I cook her recipe. My granny's broccoli casserole is actually in an old church cookbook that she gave me. So,
nice.
I mean, I know the recipe by heart now, but I still pull out the cookbook anyway because she wrote in it, and it's sweet. And I love broccoli casserole, love it. And my kids love sweet potato casserole. And
I just like sweet potatoes. I mean, I'll just eat them.
Right.
You cook it, and I'll eat the skin. I'll just eat it.
Oh yeah,
as a
it's good
same
stuff.
as a baked potato.
But yeah, my kids love the sweet potato casserole. But I hands down like stuffing, dressing is my and cranberry. So when we were at the store,
See, I took a picture of the whole cranberries,
Right.
but that's hard work.
I have never once in my life cooked with a whole cranberry. I want the can. I want to flop it on its side and just slice it up.
There's memories in that.
It's so good.
And gravy, you make your own, right? You wouldn't use the store-bought bottle gravy.
Oh no, 100% I'll use the store-bought bottle gravy.
You what?
Yeah. I will pre-order my whole Thanksgiving dinner from Food City. It's like $45. You pick it up hot on Thanksgiving Day.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cracker Barrel does it.
I think my sister is ordering it from one of those grocery places.
Yeah, dude, seriously, like it's delicious, and I would just make my own size. How's your turkey?
Well, I made him drowning. It's night, and it's pouring rain.
That's so funny.
And because he's stupid.
It kind of looks like, have you seen Moana?
No.
It looks like the chicken from Moana.
The grandkids love Moana, so I guess we'll probably have to watch it this weekend. But yeah, so I made him so that he's looking straight up and drowning in the rain.
Look at I'm going to show you this.
If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, TuneIn.
It kind of looks like the Moana chicken.
Yeah, it does a little bit.
Moana chicken.
You can see
Copyright.
the pictures at youtube.com/Krisha and Frank.
Mine's on a plate.
Oh, nice. This was kind of better than I thought. I mean, I don't like doing art because I'm not good at it. But I am
That's good.
somewhat surprised.
I like that we signed them. We'll put them up for auction.
We're such nerds.
If you would like to purchase it.
All right. Seriously, I'll sell them for a donation.
Sell?
Why not?
I would think that would be fun. But what you can do if you do this with your kids or whatever, or you want to do it with your fam, you can trace your hand and cut it out, and then you use other pieces of construction paper for the feathers.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking if I was buying a new home, this would be the first piece
Look
of art.
at how that would actually be kind of cute. Here. Hold this.
All right, because how did you do that?
There you go.
Because if you were needed a home to display your artwork,
I think we need to keep them.
okay, they're not for sale.
Yeah.
Or I'll just scan them over at Jerry's office and send you
We'll sell you a Google photo.
send you a PDF of them.
No, not you, Google.
Oh, your phone heard
My
that?
phone.
But if you need artwork, I mean, if you have artwork and need a house to put it in,
Hutch and Howard is the place to go.
they sure are. It's hutchandhoward.com. They're a member of the Keller Williams Realty Group because they're realtors.
And just like we have talked about before, they're not just Knoxville. They're not just downtown. If you want West Knoxville, if you want Athens, if you want Morristown, if you're looking to buy a new house, but also if you're looking to sell a house, they can help you.
Well, you got two things happening right now, especially here in East Tennessee. If it's a seller's market, so if you already live here and you're looking to make some money, cash out a little bit, it's a good time to sell because there's a lot of folks who want to live in a state with no income tax. You know, in other parts of the country, the taxes are getting a little high.
Yeah.
So there's an influx of people who want to pay less and want more affordable cost of living. It's more.
It's a good place to be.
Yeah, it's a great
nice
good place to raise a family, and the cost of living in East Tennessee is much less than, I don't know, Dallas, Texas, or big city time. You know.
Yeah. So you can give them a call or hutchandhoward.com.
Yeah, the number is 865-966-5005. Each office independently owned and operated of Keller Williams Realty. And, it's time for the song.
It's time for the song.
And I didn't have it queued up. So we can
I could sing it.
We can either pretend for 26 seconds that we're listening to it, or I could actually pull it up. I don't mind to.
Cool. I mean, at least it wasn't playing the entire time that we talked about Hutch and Howard.
Did you watch that episode back?
I did.
How bad was it?
It wasn't bad. It was fine. It was actually kind of cute.
Because that's what everybody said, is that it wasn't terrible.
No, it wasn't.
They said you should do it all the time. I said, that's a lot of work.
So much.
There's a knowledgeable name. It's Hutch and Howard. It's Hutch and Howard.
Yeah, see, obviously I changed the way I do the audio, so it's much more in control.
It's good.
After that embarrassment, where I would leave the music. Is my tie get out of whack?
Yeah,
right.
You did. That's okay. We need to set up. We need to go get some food.
Yes. So in the next segment of the Krisha and Frank show, we are going to hear. Wait, I forgot. That was segment 2.
This was just segment 2. Segment 3 is we're going to have some food.
We promised a supersized show, and we are delivering. I would like to point out.
We're going to have some food. We're going to have some eggnog, and we might even have a drink.
I do have a lot of liquor in the house that I just
don't
know what to do with.
Did we get an email?
We did. I got a lovely email, and we'll read that. Let's do that now.
Okay.
Our friend, Professor Hazard.
Professor Hazard, hi, I love you.
Who is actually Daniel Leach of Snipe Hunt Media and a member of the fabulous comedy improv group Blue Plate Special.
They're so fantastic. When they come back, I hope that you guys get a chance to see them. Please, please, please go find them on Facebook and give them some love. And he says, Dear Krisha and Frank.
That's us.
How are you?
I'm pretty fine.
I am fine. Camp is great. Well, gotta go.
That was good. Thank you, Daniel.
But he also said, oh, wait. Also, the thing I'm thankful for was meeting you guys at Gatlinburg Improv Fest. You both changed my life for the better in different ways. I'm so glad that you're doing a project together and doing it so well. Your pal, Daniel Leach, Creative Director, Snipe Hunt Media.
Aw. That's really nice.
Yeah. Thank you. We're very thankful for you.
One of my favorite stories about Daniel is the time the first time he's at the Gatlinburg Improv Fest, and he goes out to the guessing game, and it hits him that he's there, and it's real, and it just...
He's really doing it.
Yeah.
And
I know that feeling. It's very, very cool.
I credit that man with one of the times that I think that I have laughed the hardest in my entire life. And you are such a gem, and you are such a great person, and we are so very lucky to have you.
All right.
Yeah.
Back with more of the Krisha and Frank show, and we're going to start eating and drinking.
Yeah.
Coming up, because it's Thanksgiving.
Ready? Wipe it down. I appreciate the soda, but are you trying to tell me something?
No, you were going to go out to your car to get a soda, and I said, I think I have a Coca-Cola.
I usually drink Coke Zero, but
well,
Coke
I have this.
Nice.
I don't know. Someone left this at the house, and I don't.
But it says Sidekick.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
It's fine.
No, everyone knows on this show that I'm the sidekick.
Oh, hush. Hush now.
Being a
Hush
sidekick
now.
is not a bad thing. If you're a reactor, I
There
like
are
being
no such thing as sidekicks in the land of Krisha and Frank.
Well, that's true. It is the Krisha and Frank show, and we're enjoying Thanksgiving with you. Thank you so much for... we're going to try to make this as long as the 3-hour Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade,
Right.
I think.
I mean, that's the, yeah.
But we're at the point where we're starving.
Yes.
We have to eat something, and I've gotten us some
Ooh, we're
Tennessee...
gonna get drunk.
What is this called?
This is Gypsy Circus, and this is actually one of it's their Tennessee vintage cider.
Okay.
They're out of Kingsport, but they just opened the new cider house, the Barrel House.
In Knoxville.
In Knoxville.
Which is why I saw them on the shelf, and I said, I will buy that, because
Yes.
it's interesting.
Well-
so if you want to buy an ad on the show, that you just got a freebie there, Gypsies.
There you go. This is actually one of their more popular. It's one of their standards. It's like
They had 3 different flavors, and I picked the one with Tennessee in the name.
and this one's delicious.
Queen of
Queen of
Swords,
Swords.
Tennessee vintage cider.
So
you've had
they,
it before.
They actually call it they call it their core series. So
Okay.
they do some one-off ciders that you can only get at the Barrel House. They do different flavored ciders throughout the year. They have a summer series, but this is you can always find Queen of Swords.
Okay. So I was thinking, though, we probably should put some solids in our tummy first.
Yeah.
And
Jerry made us cookies.
so let me show you. In fact, it's like, remember on Mr. Rogers, there was picture.
Picture.
You would look at, you would
love
say,
picture.
or let's pretend that I've got picture. Mm-hmm. And Krisha, you can ask picture.
Picture.
Please show us.
Please show us Jerry making cookies.
And then what you'll see is that she's got a can of pumpkin in there.
yum.
And then she added chocolate chips to it. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty good.
And this is gluten-free, correct?
Yes, because Jerry's gluten-free. So then she
Right.
made these globs of it's gluten-free flour and
I like
chocolate chips
globs.
and the pumpkin, and canned pumpkin. And she put it on her little fancy silicone...
I love her spoon technique. That was good stuff.
So then they baked for a while. Like, I don't know, it was hot. And
It baked at some degree.
I forget, it was like 400 or something like that. And of course, then they went on to the cooling rack. And there, as you can see, are the delicious cookies.
Yum. And we
Isn't
have them
that
to nom on, right?
Yes.
I'm so excited.
Oh, here. Yeah, picture restarted. So I have to...
Picture. Stop
turn
it,
off-
picture.
let me
Who
figure
knew
out how to-
picture was so unruly?
Well,
I
it's a
remember
high-tech picture.
the episode where he went to the graham cracker factory and the crayon factory were my 2 favorites. Look at those.
These are the same cookies here.
Okay, so do we want to crack some cider and have
Well, I got some soft... This is hard cider. Do you want to have some regular cider?
Oh, sure.
I mean, I've got my Christmas mug from Santa Joe Moore.
I can't pick this up with my right arm, so there we go.
Well, and I've got these circus bowls from my grandma.
I love these. They're Le Cirque.
My grandma was never content to sit around. So in her 80s, 70s and 80s, she decided that she would get a job at Villeroy and Boch, which was a German something. Was a German china shop. And that's where I found these bowls. They're like kids' cereal bowls, but how do you use them on a regular basis? But anyway, they're nice. And it reminded me of, since we're having a parade today, this is the circus parade, but it's really the same concept.
There's a dolphin in the circus parade, which is, it happens.
So I've got the mug from Santa Joe Moore. Thank you, Joe. And now it's time for a cookie from Miss Jerry.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers to you, too. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Oh, man.
I know. They're soft.
They're good. The cider's gluten-free, too.
All right? Mm-hmm. Should I save one for Jerry?
Definitely.
Okay.
It's a full-bodied, rich apple aroma.
Oh, that's what you were looking up?
Yep.
I thought you were texting.
No, it's a
you were
medium-bodied cider that uses
Texting
unique
your
blend
friends because you lost interest in the show.
of native and local apples to bring out the fresh, ripe apple notes. This cider has a nose of apple blossom honey and fresh sliced apples.
I don't understand any of that. When people talk about their wine having or their coffee having a chocolatey or robust or whatever it is, I never get it.
It's the mouthfeel.
But I don't have a mouthfeel. I don't have feelings.
Not even a mouthfeel.
Well, I have a mouthfeel right now of happy.
Really good.
This just makes me happy. Thank you.
I got all the chocolate chips.
You did.
Oh,
Well, I think we'll just leave these close by.
We need to get the recipe up. So
I don't know. I think Jerry kind of winged it. I mean, I can ask her, but I think she looked up something on the internet and then decided, well,
here's what
the
I'll
basic
do.
idea of it was to make chocolate chip cookies with pumpkin in them, or maybe it was to make pumpkin cookies with chocolate chips in them.
I don't know. It's delicious.
But that's what she did. I think they're pumpkin cookies that have chocolate chips in them. So that's the recipe. Make
We
a
need-
pumpkin cookie and put chocolate chips in it.
Okay, let's do it.
That's time for that. Wait, is it drinking? Is it afternoon yet?
It's Thanksgiving.
That's true. I mean, the show started at 6 a.m. It might be afternoon. We've been going for so long. Do I put this in a cup? Or
If you want to,
what are you going to do?
I'm gonna drink it like the good Lord intended.
All right. It's nice.
It is. It's 6%. It'll light you up.
What does that mean? 6% alcohol? Uh-huh. That's 12 proof. That's nothing. I grew up on 80 proof at home. My dad, 151 proof.
I'm eating another
Bacardi.
cookie while I'm sitting here.
So my dad, you know, big time into the recreational drinking. One year, he wanted to have his favorite pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving dinner, and we're having everyone's coming. Grandma, Grandpa coming. I'm probably going to do a magic trick or a puppet show.
Something.
Because I also had
Right.
the puppet stage and the fancy FAO Schwartz
did.
puppets.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because I was a pain in the neck. But anyway, you can imagine. If only there was a child who you could get an image
Resembled.
of what I was like. Or maybe we'll have a video from Artie coming up, Artie Rocket.
He's so great.
Well, anyhow, so Dad, we go to the parade down at Central Park West, and Dad was a member of some club, like at the athletic club that had a downtown version of it. You know, I mean, God bless him. I'm pretty sure he lived beyond his means, but he was a good man. So we go after the parade. We go to the club. They have fancy restaurants. You always have to wear a jacket and tie.
Oh,
you know,
wow.
very, very fancy. And he picks up this enormous, every year we would pick up this enormous pumpkin pie that was like the size of a pizza,
Oh, wow.
okay? Fresh baked, and they were hot. So we put him in the car, and I probably got a pumpkin, maybe that's what all he cared about, was he had to have their pumpkin pie was the best one. And it was so hot that it was like, it would burn your legs if you put it on your lap.
Oh, wow. So you, like, picked it up. They would bake it and, hand it to you.
Because it was time, it was Thanksgiving morning, it was
Right.
like some of these places, like you talked about, going to Food City, you pick it up hot. Well, he had ordered it ahead, walks in, and it's like out of the oven, in the box,
buddy.
go, and then you're supposed to allow it to cool
Right.
during the rest of the day. Well, so we had a sun porch part of the room, and Dad sets it on one of the window benches, and leaves it to cool in its box that says it's got the picture, the logo.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the foot of Mercury or something, or
Nice.
Hermes, or one of these guys, the athlete's foot, or not the athlete's foot.
Athlete's foot pie.
That's not it. The winged foot, whatever is on there, some
Right.
fast person.
Zoom.
So, and then there's a football game on TV because it's Thanksgiving, right?
What you do.
And it's usually always the Cowboys and the Lions that would host on Thanksgiving, and
Right.
occasionally Dad's team, the Giants, might play one of them. So whatever it was, something exciting is happening in the game, and he's completely sucked into the television. and something's happening. It's going a little bit longer. He starts backing up and sits down to watch the TV onto a hot pie. But it wasn't so much that it was still hot because it had cooled, but he was so pissed. He sat on the box containing his favorite pumpkin pie, which is now like as you can imagine,
It's an
like a load.
aspirin. And
But it's got that goo. It's like a diarrhea, basically. So you can't. It's not salvageable.
No.
It's not like an apple pie that you've put a dent in it,
no.
or a pecan pie that had a little bit of resilience.
To be fair, I probably would have eaten the pie.
He probably did.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can't serve it to his in-laws
No.
at this point. I mean,
Oh, God, I bet he was pissed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you? Speaking of eating, I'm going to eat some of this.
Do it.
Are there things that you refuse to eat at Thanksgiving, or
Nope.
you deal
I'm not
with
a picky eater.
vegetarians ever, or
Well, no. My ex-mother-in-law always made mashed rutabaga, and it's really good. It's almost like sauerkraut. Like,
Oh, really?
it's got a tangy.
I thought it was like a turnip.
It kind of is, but it's almost like when you mash it,
Yeah.
it becomes this. I don't know. It's really good. It's
Okay,
like a
that
hearty-
surprises me because it's one of those things that I, from childhood, have thought was disgusting and wouldn't eat.
a rutabaga. I thought it was delicious.
There's certain squashes that I've grown, and Brussels sprouts that I've grown to love as an adult.
Yeah.
But my friend Bean, we talk about Bean. I'm hoping one of these days that he'll mention us on the Allie and Bean podcast.
Well,
I doubt it.
happy Thanksgiving,
He's
Bean.
had ample opportunities to, and has overlooked them all. But
That's good stuff.
yeah, but I listened to his show. It's very good. They charge for it.
Oh yeah. Patreon and stuff.
Yeah. But he was talking about on one of the shows that the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, and it bothered him that Woodstock, who he thought was a parakeet, and I said was a canary because I
Right.
texted him. I said, no, I think actually yellow is a. I could have made a Woodstock balloon.
Oh, you could have.
I could just say, instead of saying this is Big Bird, I
And
could just say
Woodstock.
this is his Woodstock. But Woodstock at the end of Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, all the kids go to Grandma's after eating toast and popcorn and just disgusting food. And Snoopy has a full-on turkey dinner and pumpkin pie.
Yes.
So Snoopy's a dog. Of course a dog would eat turkey.
Right.
But so does Woodstock. So Bean is thinking that Woodstock is a cannibal for eating turkey.
Well, I mean,
So me, being the supportive friend that I am, Googled birds that eat other birds and sent him 2 or 3 screenshots full of birds that eat other birds.
which is it's technically cannibalism. Is it? I don't know.
I think so. I don't know. I mean, if Woodstock's a canary who only eats other canaries or eats its young, that is different to me than my hawks out there eating a sparrow.
Yeah.
Or, owls
Right.
eating...
Eagles. Yeah.
And in fact, it's more than just that. I mean, sometimes it's just vultures.
Yeah.
You know? I mean,
Turkey
imagine...
vultures.
We need someone to explain to us about the turkey vulture, because I think turkey vultures are misunderstood.
They probably are, if only.
We need a science report on turkey vultures.
When you were a child, I heard this in a stand-up act. When you were a
Mine or
child-
someone else's?
Someone else's. Were you afraid of, like, in the stand-up act, it was like, when I was a child, I was much more afraid of quicksand than I am as an adult. Like, I thought it was going, as a child, I thought quicksand was going to be so much more a part of my life.
Because every TV show
Has quicksand.
like Gilligan's Island, pick a show.
But
Yeah.
talking about
Batman.
cannibals and cannibalism, like, I remember that as a kid, like, that being, like, a topic. Like,
Because
and the cannibals.
We would thought from watching Bugs Bunny or any of the cartoons
Mm-hmm.
that we were going to end up in a giant cauldron with carrots being chopped into the soup as we're in there boiling or whatever.
I always thought an anvil was going to fall on my head.
But then pick another show where, the characters get captured by these exotic tribesmen from somewhere in the jungle of South Africa or South America or Asia, South Asia. Pick a place
Yeah.
anyway. As long as it's South in front of it, you're good.
South somewhere.
And then, they're like, call me Bwana. Pick a
Yeah.
Bob Hope movie. That was the go-to gag, was that you get eaten by cannibals.
And people with shrunken heads. Like, shrunken heads was a deal when I was a kid.
Yeah, see, I don't
Yeah.
think these are even real. I don't even know where this stuff came from.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
At Ripley's, believe it or not, in Gatlinburg, they do kind of explain shrunken heads a little bit. Would you like me to leave in your actual burp sound effect or replace it with a train whistle or some other...
You do whatever it is you need to do. Well, thank you,
it's
Jerry.
Thanksgiving, so I'm going to leave the burp in, I think.
Cool. Thank you, Jerry, for making us cookies. I probably will have more.
Oh, yeah, we have. I mean, this, I don't tell the audience, but this is not even half the batch. There's a whole nother
Oh, my gosh.
container. Plus, there's another container that are the rejects that are for me.
Oh, well,
The
that's
ones,
nice.
the ones that are not good enough to serve to Krisha. She put those in a separate container and said, here, these are the ones that didn't, that are too moist or too
I love
whatever.
her so much.
And you can have those, but give the good ones to Krisha.
Take the junky ones. I love her so very much. And you know what else I love? My Bone Zones mug.
We could have put the alcohol in here, I suppose.
We could have.
Bonezones.com is where you can get actual merchandise
Ooh, don't forget the S.
from Dr. Bill Bass, the world's leading forensic anthropologist. And he'll sign the photos, the books, anything you want. He'll sign it. I mean, I suppose he could sign these cups if you wanted to.
And if you
but
have,
I
like,
wouldn't because you're going to wash them.
Right. You have that person in your life that loves stuff like that likes the oddities, that likes, or even loves the Jefferson Bass books. It's
Yes.
great Christmas present time.
Yeah, I mean, here's a guy who has made his career doing the science of human decomposition. You know, because they used to just study animals and try to figure out how long has it been dead. And
It's pretty cool. It really is cool.
I mean, one of my favorite lectures is where he talks about this time of year and the leaf fall. I'm not going to ruin Thanksgiving for you, but I'll tell you off the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So bonezones.com, and now
Don't forget this.
because it is almost Christmas, and you might want to give one of these autographed items, the T-shirt, the tote bag, the books, the whatever, as a Christmas gift. Mention Krisha and Frank. I know I've had
How
too
much
much.
have you had of the side of Frank?
I'm gonna have to drink something straight.
It's a gun to your head.
Well, I haven't had enough to eat yet. I've had breakfast and not lunch, and now
It's Thanksgiving. You have to like fast pretty much the whole day, so you can just gobble down.
what's the special
Gobble.
offer?
The special offer is 20%. No, free
No.
shipping.
She has no idea.
I do too. It's free shipping
Between now
between now and
and
Chris. I know what it is.
help.
Don't talk over me. Free shipping between now and Christmas. When you mention Krisha and Frank, when you order, you can order online. You can give them a call, bonezones.com. Don't forget the S.
Thank you.
Oh my God. It's almost time for our grand finale.
This is our Thanksgiving special. It's been a joy putting this show together.
Yeah.
It's way longer than we thought. I mean,
but-
seriously, I thought it was going to be a 40-minute show, and it's going to be like double.
And who cares?
I'm just happy. No, that's a compliment to you.
Thanks.
Because we have enough material
Yeah.
that we could just go and go.
Well, and the thing is, like, you can watch by segment, or you can not watch at all, but we hope that you will.
Yeah, you can pause. I mean, Bean's podcasts are so long, I have to pause and take a break in the middle.
Look, it's the thing. You can pause, you can come back, you can be like, oh, I just want to get to that final part where they do the crazy parade.
Yes. So
That's cool. That's what's next.
That is coming up. The crazy parade, the family greetings, all the fun stuff, you know. So I hope you enjoy our Krisha and Frank Thanksgiving special. Tomorrow, of course, is no show.
Yeah,
But
we're
we're
off.
back on Monday. In fact, I will wear my signature look on Monday.
Ooh, I'm excited. I will not.
Do you remember what it is?
Oh, I do.
Okay, because, yeah, all right.
Oh, I remember. Because we've already done this. We're in the future.
More of the Krisha and Frank show after we clear the table and do things.
Ow, do you hear that?
Ow, that sounds terrible.
That was my wrist.
You should come with me to the chiropractor.
Frank, it's time.
It's time.
It's time.
Look at you.
I know.
You're elfin, and you're sitting up on the chair like a little person. Why do you? I can't.
And sit on my booty?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I can try.
No, don't sit on your knee.
Yeah.
It's time. It's
time.
parade time.
Well, that's one of the best things about Thanksgiving Day is that there are parades all over the country. There's Detroit is somehow faking a parade today. New York is faking a parade through Herald Square, which isn't really a parade. It's just kind of like a walk around the block.
Right. And we talked about these, like we're going to have, at least we have some balloons.
These are like falloons. In the Macy's parade, they've added floats that have cold air balloons attached to them. So they drive, and they kind of have the balloony quality.
They
but
weeble wobble, but they don't fall
Right,
down.
they're not helium balloons like the
Correct.
famous ones. So they would call it a falloon, and you would drive down the street and go, oh, look, there's a pumpkin head or a pilgrim person.
I'm glad we have those.
Those were fun to make, by the
Yeah,
way.
that
If
was
you
really
missed that
fun.
part of the show,
It's
it
in
seems
segment 2.
it's highly unlikely that, because that's not the way YouTube works.
Right.
But if you skipped ahead,
Skip ahead, skip ahead.
should we have some?
Let's have some nog.
Christmas
We're
drinks?
ushering in because I'm one of the diehards that I do not decorate. Christmas doesn't exist until Thanksgiving is over.
Absolutely. I mean, for
And-
me, I still got to go all through 4 weeks of Advent before Christmas.
Truth.
So
But
we
for
have
me,
the-
you can at least decorate and get ready for Christmas. And that's why I've got my little elf hat.
Can we drink eggnog then?
Yes, we can drink eggnog.
Because this, I have always loved eggnog, and it grosses out some people.
I love it. I love
first?
eggnog, but not a lot though.
All right. Well, I don't want to spill, but
Like, that's good. Woo! This is Knoxville famous Weigel's eggnog, and it is superior eggnog.
I know. I mean, there's so many brands of
Oh,
eggnog.
God, it smells so good.
But I will not buy supermarket eggnog. I will make a special trip to the convenience store to get this In fact, Kurt Weigel, you should buy ads on our Krisha and Frank podcast. And then I would give you better product placement and not hide your bottle behind the mic.
And we got to put some nutmeg on here?
Yes.
Yes.
I brought some nutmeg.
And
I love eggnog. I love nutmeg. You know what? If you were to go to my Amazon.com wish list, Krisha, and I'm not asking you to do this. I'm just saying if you were to.
It's beautiful.
Hypothetically, you would see, I'm pretty sure I put them on there, the moose antler mugs from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
You know that's one of my all-time favorite movies of all time.
Of all time?
Of all time.
So it's one of your all-time favorite movies?
It's one of my all-time favorite movies of all time.
Why? What did you love about it?
It's ridiculous. Cheers.
Yes, cheers.
Oh, mwah.
Our show's over, everybody. We're just going to drink eggnog.
done.
We got a quart of it. Knock out the whole thing.
Christmas Vacation. It was a family. We would always my mom's family would always do Christmas on Christmas Day, and we would do a family. But my granny's family, my dad's family, got together on Christmas Eve. That's when the fire truck, Seymour Volunteer Fire Department, has Santa come on the fire truck, and we turned on Christmas Vacation, and I will watch it now. Julia Louis-Dreyfus in that movie.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. And why is the carpet all wet, Todd? I don't know. Margot.
Well, you know the song by Mavis Staples.
Mm-hmm. It's that time. Christmas time is here.
Now, I would never say this really happened, but I mean, hypothetically. Hypothetically, if you were working on a radio station that played Christmas music, you know, let's say...
Hypothetically.
Several years ago, like more than...
I'm going to keep drinking this.
More than 3 years ago.
Yes. Okay.
And let's suppose some Christmas song came on that you just hated. And you saw it coming up in the schedule, hypothetically.
Was it Christmas Shoes?
That's one example of a song that I cannot tolerate. But there's several. There's several that I'm just done. I'm done with. So maybe hypothetically, you might type in control search whatever MAVI, and there's only one song by Mavis Staples that I had inserted personally into the computer. Hypothetically. So if you heard that ever while I was on, it was because...
Frank going rogue.
Yeah.
All right.
So and Amy Grant, Tennessee Christmas.
Do you hear that?
The crowd, the music, the hurly-gurly or whatever that hurdy-gurdy, what is it called?
It's not, but it's time. Frank, I think I see the beginnings of our parade.
Oh.
And by I think I see I mean, look, the first balloon is passing by.
Oh, it's so exciting. Here we are at the Krisha and Frank coverage of the Thanksgiving Day parade. Oh, Krisha, it's so exciting to see the helium in the skies above our humble hometown.
Oh, it's such a great thing, Frank. And you know...
Especially that balloon.
Every year, my favorite balloon to see, and I can't believe it's the first one, it's the banana balloon.
Oh, bananas are an underrated fruit, of course. And let me help you out with that.
Thanks.
Because it's so... You know, and part of the Fruit of the Loom theme of this year's parade is all kinds of underwear-related fruits.
Oh, look at
and
that.
Some people, of course, are fans of the grape.
Oh, the grape is one of the absolute best balloons this year. And look at that. Just one grape just floating on by.
Well, you know, if you have a cornucopia, you've got to start with that one grape.
Oh, and there comes Barney. Everybody's favorite, childhood favorite, Barney.
I love you and you love me. Barney, of course, comes to us flying through the air once again, able to forget about the time that he tragically imploded on a street lamp in New York City.
I'm glad he let that go.
It's just so lovely.
What else is coming this way?
Here's another children's character we all love, Oscar the Grouch, everyone.
Oh, Oscar the Grouch. You know, I'm so glad that he got out of his trash can for this time of year because, you know, just not enough people appreciate Oscar the Grouch this time of year.
That's true.
You know, it's okay to be... Oh, and Kermit the Frog is coming back.
That is fantastic.
And it's actually, did you notice this year that it's a Kermit the Frog and Jolly Green Giant hybrid balloon?
You know, when I was a kid, they repurposed that balloon as the Dino the dinosaur from Sinclair Oil.
Oh, well, goodness gracious.
And Elsie the cow from Borden's. I mean, I lived in the olden days.
You
but
know,
we also now have an actual singing star who sings Don't Be a Jerk, It's Christmas. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only SpongeBob
SpongeBob SquarePants. You know, SpongeBob has been a family favorite of one of ours for many years, and we always sing the campfire song.
How does that go?
F is, or no, not the campfire. This is the campfire song. Anyway, we always, the only one I can remember right now. I'm sorry.
Is it opposite day?
Hang
No,
on.
that's Pee Wee Herman. Oh, you're still drinking the hard cider, are you? Well,
It's
always...
the holiday season. No, it's F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for anywhere and anytime at all down here in the deep blue sea.
There's a Broadway musical of SpongeBob.
There is, and it is a really fun musical.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, that is outstanding.
Isn't it? It's
And now it's time for a sponsored balloon. It's from the fine folks at Sprite, the lemon lime soda.
This is the dumbest stuff we've ever done.
No, it's not. This is like, come on. We would do. Have you seen? We've done shows on stage.
You cursed.
that are
Have
dumber
you?
than this. I did not.
You did.
Just now?
Yeah, you did.
I'll bleep it with a train whistle.
And there comes Elmo. And
Oh.
look, his little friend behind him.
The orange Muppet.
It's Zoe.
Zoe. Yeah, the orange Muppet.
A lot of Sesame Street this year.
Well, she didn't put on her makeup, but it's quite all right.
You know, I'm really grateful for this time of year and the fact that even though the parade's a little different,
It is a
we
lot
got
different
to
this year.
experience it. And I would like to say thank you to all of the people that smiled at me when I carried all of these balloons out of the store.
Oh.
Because people, if you carry balloons, people smile at you.
Well, if I carried balloons, they're like, oh, there's the old man from Up.
Do it. Do it.
Would you like a balloon?
I just.
Would you like to buy a balloon?
Hang on. That's kind of creepy.
Well, what did the guy in Up sound like? Was it Ed Asner?
I don't know. Be still. I got you. We'll float you away.
Okay. I can go on my fantasy adventure.
This is the last time we get drunk on our own show.
It was Thanksgiving, and we waited till
We did.
3/4 of the way.
Be still.
I
Be
can't.
Still.
It's tickles.
I said be still.
But you're tickling me.
Okay. There
Is
you
it
go.
clipped to my shirt?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Well,
What are the children going to think? I'm setting a bad example for Artie and Timmy and Charlie.
I feel like I need to do a kick line. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a Radio City Rockette. That is.
Are you tall enough?
Nope, I am not.
What is wrong with you? I mean, I'm sorry. That's not what I meant. What part of you is wrong? That's not what I meant. If you were a Rockette, you have to have a leg length and a torso length, right? I think the leg length has to match all the other Rockettes. Mm-hmm. So which part of you is incorrect?
All of me?
Oh,
Oh, jeez! Oh, God!
Cherry's going to be so mad.
She's gonna kill me. I'm gonna do Jerry's
You spilled the Coca-Cola and the hard cider and the water.
She doesn't have to know.
She's going to know. Get some paper. Where's
I'm
the
a
paper
getting.
towels?
I don't know.
I thought I brought them over.
You didn't.
I didn't? To the right? To the left?
The trick is.
Wait, they can't see you. Come around. At least come around.
Well, you asked my leg length. It's your fault.
I did ask your... I mean...
You knew
I
I'm going to
didn't-
get wacky.
But I thought you had
The
an
water
answer.
went to the floor, which sucks because
Well, it's fine, actually.
because if
It
the
couldn't... Look, you know what you didn't spill? Was the dairy, which would have stunk. So that's fine. It's the sugar in the cola is really the only thing we got to worry about. Wait, which is mine?
I don't know.
I can't remember. I was going to drink.
Mom's gonna kill me.
Well... Hey, did we mention how great the cookies were that Jerry made? Come on camera at least. I mean, come sit over here.
I gotta do laundry now.
Yes. How? All right. This is a question. When Jerry gets home from work, how weird would it be if I'm running a load of laundry? I said, well, that'd be all right, right? Because we have to obviously wash the
Why
tablecloth.
is she working on Thanksgiving is what I want to know.
Working hard on our family's Thanksgiving.
We gotta go.
The children.
It went so well until this point.
Until I asked you about your leg length. I will never ask about your body parts again.
I was just trying
No,
to
I'm
do
not
this.
interested in your body parts any longer.
That's just-
I'm no longer
I got
interested
caught.
in your kick line.
My foot got caught. My stupid big feet got caught.
Let's take a pause. We have a special greeting
I was excited.
from Artie and Timmy and Charlie.
Just roll it.
They're going to wish us a happy Thanksgiving, and we're also going to learn about turkey vultures. Take it away, boys! Happy Thanksgiving!
Happy Thanksgiving!
Yay!
Well, this is it. And this is my turkey vulture that's shaped like a T. This is Timmy's. So, this is Timmy's. Can I speak? I'll miss you. Adios, moose. Chachos. Hey, what about mine? Oh. Well, this is Timmy's. Native American tea. What's this again? Turkey vulture. This is Timmy's turkey vulture. That looks like a tea. No,
Can I see the other side?
It's like a tea.
Hold it up the other way.
It's sad. Yeah. It's sad. Let's go in.
Yes, now it's Artie's turn. What do you want to say?
So today it is Halloween. Whoops, Halloween. I got ya. So happy Thanksgiving, everybody. So I wanted to tell you a fun fact about turkey vultures. Actually, they're really misunderstood because people think they do a lot of bad, but they actually do a lot of good. They eat carcasses or dead things, which helps stop the spread of diseases. That's a cool Halloween creature, but also very endangered. We have to help our pals.
What's the name of the pal?
Turkey vulture.
Okay. So how about a Thanksgiving turkey?
Well, Thanksgiving turkeys are more endangered.
Thanksgiving turkeys are more endangered.
Because they usually get shot to get eaten on Thanksgiving. Get it? Hi, I'm Artie Rocket. Today I'm going to tell you about the first Thanksgiving. As you might know, on the first Thanksgiving, they had a big, huge feast. There weren't enough for the Native Americans, but there were enough for the Pilgrims. So the Native Americans shot some deer and a herd of pigs with their bow and arrows. Also, people made up a look of pilgrims that wasn't real. They looked like they were in suits and stuff, but they actually weren't. So, this is Artie Rocket, and it is Thanksgiving, but not really. It's just a special for the Krisha Frank show. And anyway, this is an Artie's Learning video. Hi, I'm Timmy Rocket, and it's Halloween. Gotcha. So, today we're learning about werewolves.
Very good. Can you tell us about the first Thanksgiving?
But I need to tell you about werewolves. People thought Tasmanian werewolves were bad, but they're actually very good. So, that werewolf got green goo.
Oh.
And he has big ears. Tim, I just want to say that werewolves don't exist. Only regular werewolves do. I'm going to say that. So werewolves do exist. Only werewolves do. Today I'm going to sing you a very special Thanksgiving song. Thank you, Lord, for all the wonderful things. Thank you for this earth and the cars to travel faster. This is a prayer for you. I hope you enjoyed the song, 'cause it's a prayer and a song. Thank you for all of them. And lava.
That didn't put you in a good mood?
They're so great.
You did. I mean, you're still sulking. I'm not. Do I seem mad?
No, but you wouldn't be. It's not for you to be mad. No, Artie is like watching you. Like I could do this podcast with you, and it wouldn't be any different. We wouldn't be.
We have to
cider.
save the turkey vultures.
We do have to
save
save
our
them.
fowls.
Our foul pals. They're so sweet. Thank you so much for that. They're so
Yes,
great.
and thank you to Megan, obviously, for running the camera and coaching them through some of the bits. I'm afraid to do anything because I still have liquids. All the liquids
so much liquid.
You can't see this right now, but all the liquids have been moved to my side of the table because apparently I'm the adult.
I'm sorry.
You're forgiven.
Thanks.
All right? You know it's fine, right?
Yeah.
Can I tell you something?
Hmm.
I'm thankful to do this show with you.
I'm thankful to do this show with you too.
All right? So we're good? We're good. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Please do join us on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Help us out by liking and sharing and getting us more subscribers. You know, bug your friends the way I've been bugging you.
Yes.
To subscribe to the YouTube channel especially, but also all the audio podcasts because, seriously, I'm not kidding around when I said in one of those promos that if we can make this our actual job, I would be happy until I die, which is not that far off.
I would be
Right?
happy until I die, and it
And then
it
when
might
I'm
be today.
dead, you get Artie.
I get Artie Rocket.
It's a win-win.
By then he'll be at least out of high school.
Well, I hope.
Yeah, at least.
I hope I've got another 10 years in me.
At least. I said at least. Oh man, Mom's gonna be so mad.
All right, pal. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, and thank you, all of you who have subscribed, all of you who have watched this far, and if you didn't watch this far, I mean, you missed it.
Yes, so thank you to everybody for participating in our show today. I got to say thank you to Jay Fox, the Fox That Rocks, for the
Yeah.
words of inspiration. Thank you to Santa Joe Moore. You can find him at jinglering.com. Use the code JINGLE301 to get him a special greeting from him. And, of course, thanks to our sponsors who actually are helping us make this almost
Yeah.
like a job. Steve's Tree Service, Steve and Renee, Hutch and Howard, Rob and Brandon, bonezones.com, Susan and Dr. Bass,
And thank you to Bruce. We know you're here. Thank you.
yeah, he'll watch all the way to the end.
Oh, yeah, he will. We
Happy
love you.
Thanksgiving.
Happy
Mwah.
Thanksgiving.
Cheers.
I'm afraid to pick up a beverage.
All right, yeah, give me that.
Okay.
I tried to make it so that I have as much neck as possible.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Do I have enough neck? I don't
know. Well,
Is this gonna work? Okay.
all right.
All right.
Okay,
I'm
so
kinda,
what?
I'm kind of nervous.
I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
We get messy.
No, I have to change clothes. Is the worst that will have to happen.
Well, I've
right?
got a whole closet in my car. Ready?
All right. Okay, here we go.
1, 2, 3. Oh, jeez. Oh, God.
I think I put in too much. We have to do it again with less. This is the kids are...
It's still going.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no. Oh, no. It's still going. Oh, God. Oh, God. Ready? It's still going.
Try to hold it. Try to hold it if you dare. But let go if it starts to blow. You got to get out of the way.
Professional.
I don't see how
my
we're going to have a balloon parade with this.
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
oh, God. Yours is still going. You've got more baking soda in there.
I do not.
You do. Oh, wow. This thing's hanging on by a thread. Look at that.
Oh, this is way cool.
Feel my heart rate. Feel my-
I'm not allowed to
You
touch
can feel my heart rate.
All right.
It's like, okay.
Oh. Yes.
Oh, they're Christmas colors.
Listen to the noises.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like squeaking.
Oh.
to get on your face?
A little bit. What does it smell like? No.
Seriously, drink that. Okay.
It doesn't
So we'll just have
taste
to-
it.
I'm not going to taste it.
Do it. It's not bad. I'm serious. It's not as bad as buttermilk.
I don't like drinking. Why would I drink
Just
vinegar?
taste it. Just give it a little. It's like toothpaste.
It does taste like toothpaste.
Mm-hmm. It's not bad at all.
Are we still recording?
Yeah. I mean.
Well, it tastes like Arm & Hammer toothpaste.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what it also tastes like? Some of those designer seltzer waters that you get.
Yeah. New
they
from
called?
LaCroix.